Johanna. Hi guys, welcome back to another Junk Journal with Me episode. I'm just starting off today, jumping right into my book. I knew already what page I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on this page because I had just put down recently this new printable from my Etsy shop with the embroidery, the vintage embroidery. And so I really was dying to work on this page. And what I have here is an old perfume box. This is from Christmas last year and it's from my sister. And I've been hoarding this box because it is so pretty. It's got these beautiful florals on it and it's got some gold embossing. So I decided to cut it down and use it in my journal somehow. So I just trimmed off the sides of the packaging and kind of was left with this little weird folded box, and I'm just kind of feeling around with how I'm going to fold it, or am I going to leave it open? I didn't really know, and I do end up leaving it open so that you can see the whole design. And I decided to just staple it along the top and leave it overhanging like a tab, because I've just added tabs to my journal. You can see in my previous video how I did that if you'd like to see. So I did it that way, and then along the bottom I decided to cover up the brand and the name of the perfume with a photo, and then along the top I decided to actually spray some of the perfume itself onto the packaging so that it kind of gives off the scent of the perfume on that particular page and on the packaging, which is kind of cool. That's a whole other sense to put into your journal, so I did that. And it's just a good way to kind of keep the memory of what the perfume was, because one day I'm sure I'll have none left, and it's just kind of a cool little thing to put into your journal is a smell. So I just put the photo on with double-sided tape, and then I have this journal card which I also stick down with double-sided tape, and I left the top of it open so that I could put something underneath it, like a pocket. I'm so sorry about my voice. I just before I started doing my voiceover, I had the biggest cough attack, and now my voice, like my throat's all scratchy, it's like itchy, so I feel like I have to cough. So it's really annoying. Anyway, now I'm going through my little plastic folder full of journal cards and stuff, and I'm just seeing what other things I can pull onto this page. I usually just narrow it down to a few things, and then I'll narrow it down again as I try and work them into the page, because if I feel like something doesn't work, I just don't put it on the page. I end up putting a few little label pieces on the left page. So I'm cutting out this cute little vintage label, and I just cut it down so that it would fit into the glassine bag, and then it just slips into the bag and I can stick it to the top of the page, and it looks nice there because it kind of covers up the edge of the paper where I've printed my vintage linens printable, so it just covers up that sharp edge and ends up looking really pretty. So stuck that down with washi double-sided tape again. And then the bottom one I end up sticking down with my glue stick just because it was such an odd shaped piece. So I just put some glue straight on the page, and then I left it so it overhung the page just ever so slightly. And then I just added a staple just to make sure it was stuck down properly. And then the last few pieces I realised didn't really fit on the page. I may eventually put some photos underneath the packaging on those blank sides, but for now I just decided to leave it as it were. But I did take the scraps from the box and I decided to add them as some more tabs to my journal. So as I said, I did just do a video on the tabs that I have on my journal and how I made them, and because I had done it this same day, I was like in the state of mind and I was like, okay, I'm not going to waste these beautiful little pieces. I'm going to put them on as tabs and just fill in some gaps that I might have had left on my book. So it's really easy just to add them on with a stapler, and it looks quite cute just to have those patterns hanging out of the book. And this last little piece I decided to stick at the front of my book, so I've got a library card pocket at the front of my book, and I just stuck the floral over the top to decorate it a little bit, and I used some PVA glue or white glue to stick that down just because the card's quite heavy. So stuck that down, and then going back to my page here, I think I'm going to go ahead and start adding some. So on the title little frame label thing at the top in the pocket, I just wrote down about the perfume that I've stuck in and who got it for me, what it smells like when I got it, that kind of thing. Tucked that back away, and then I drew a little arrow towards where it smells, and I wrote smell so that whoever's reading it knows to smell there, so you can smell the actual perfume. And then I'm just using a white pen to write on this black journaling card, and I really like the way that it looks to write with white on black. Sometimes just gives a nice opposite feel, and it's very simple to do. On the opposite side of the page, I just wrote the date on that little label, and then I'm pulling out the note paper and I do some journaling on that and tuck it away. So this is the finished spread. It was really easy and it was really fast. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was definitely a no fuss page. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and if you did, make sure to watch for the next episodes in this series. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.